CEO, wanna change your life? Come see me, yo. I'ma teach you how to build up wealth for your family, not just for yourself. I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a gold builder that could teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to impact your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychology black on firm, but we ain't all black.
What's up, y'all? What's happening? I know you're excited. I know y'all been waiting. I've been seeing y'all in the comments waiting for us, and we are here. We live, and I'm so excited. So excited to be here because I know you guys been waiting to see our special guest. So I'm not going to be before you real long. I'm not going to do no really super long intro, but before we bring our special guest in, I want to just welcome you to the Fly Nubian Queen Network, the network, the station for melanated people just like you. And I know that y'all coming in, y'all hundreds and hundreds, and y'all getting ready to go to the thousands. I see you. So while you're coming in, I always like to recognize our family. I want to know where you are. Put your name in the chat. Where you from? Where you hailing from? Are you hailing from Chicago? We got people from all over the world. Are you from Africa? Are you from England? Are you from Australia? Where are you at today? Are you from North Kakalaki? I see a lot of Bay Area people on there. I see a lot of Bay folks coming in to see Suga-T. So I see you guys. So put your info in the chat because we want to recognize you. We want to salute you. And we want to thank you for chiming in today as you do every single night. I see Rose Kelly chiming in from Ohio. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for tuning in. What's happening? And while you're here, I see all the folks that are, I see you guys on YouTube and I see you on Facebook. So if you're on YouTube, obviously you're subscribing to the Fly Nubian Queen channel. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to Nobody Works Harder Than Constance Carter. All right. And if you're on Facebook, obviously you're already following the Fly Nubian Queen. So make sure you go over to the YouTube channel and you subscribe to that. And then you guys on YouTube, come over to Facebook. And I want you to follow the Fly Nubian Queen channel page. And I also want you to follow Nobody Works Harder Than Constance Carter. Okay. Then go on Instagram and follow your girl on IG at I am Constance Carter. So I know you guys are on here. You guys want to see what's up, Ohio. Suga-T is from Vallejo. Chris is from Texas. Yes. Love Lucy is from Albany, Georgia. Okay. Barbara is from North Carolina, North Kakalaki. Okay. It's all hot air. I see you. I seen you last night. I see you. Thank you for always tuning in from Sacramento. Okay. Ursula is from Durban, South Africa. Thank you. I think, what time is it over there in Durban, South Africa? Is it in the morning time over there? Is it now? Where is it? And Kuate Reagan, please tell me I'm saying it right. Over there in Boston. I just want to shout you out. David from Indianapolis. Beautifully melanated from Fresno. We the people. What's up from Oakland, Oaktown? I seen you last night. Latika Bonita from California. Pretty Latika. King Jack is from Texas. That's what's up. So listen, I know for those of you who know who Suga-T is, she was with a rap group that she formulated with her brother and her brothers and her cousins called The Click. They are out of the Bay Area, and she is a rap legend. She's been around for a very long time. She produced and released her latest project, you guys. So I want to make sure that you pick it up. It's called The Rapidemic. It's an album and talking. She's celebrating 20 albums and 36 years. She's been in the game for 36 years, y'all, in October 2021. So these important conversations that she's doing, it surrounds lyrics in her music that have barely scratched the surface, that expose how women who invest their time and their energy into the hip hop culture are pushed out and shelved once they reach a certain age. How many people know that once you reach a certain age in this industry, if you're in the entertainment industry, sometimes they will push you out? Well, she's talking about it, and they never receive their flowers while they're here. So make sure after you watch this broadcast, make sure you check out her video, Flowers. And so what happens is they don't give them their flowers, and they just throw them away, and they exchange them for younger women so that they can shine. So today's fad appears to reveal that women are pinned against each other. And we know that they're pinned against each other, and they're told that they need to be overly sexual in context, and they're bullying them to sell out. And Suga-T, she's personally seen the story of female trailblazers in hip hop that were purposely buried to bring in younger women, i.e. Lil Kim versus Nicki Minaj. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they brought them in to take their place on the stage of hip hop. And there's enough room out there for everybody. And that's the thing. For the old ones, for the young ones, for the pioneers, for the newbies, for the old school, for the new school, there's room out there for everybody. It's enough out there for everybody to get paid. And we don't have to be crabs in the barrel. We don't have to bring each other down. We don't have to fight against each other. There's enough out there for everybody. And there are people of a certain age, like my age, that would enjoy some of our seasoned veteran female artists that have been pushed out purposely. So we're going to have a conversation about that today. And we also going to talk about systematic racism. So she has conversations. She's talking about things that I absolutely love to talk about. And I can't wait to sit down and have a dialogue with this young lady. She's beautiful. She's brilliant. And she is here, y'all. So let's bring on Miss Suga-T. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Queen.
Yes. Look at you over there sitting on your throne. Yes, I love every bit of it.
Thank you, darling. God is good.
So tell us what you've been up to. So what's going on over there with you? I know that you are you're man, when I seen everything that you was doing, lady, they say nobody works harder than Constance Carter. I don't know. I think you might got me beat. You are doing so much. So let's break down the things that you're doing. Let's run through them, and then let's do a deep dive into each one. So tell us about it.
Oh, girl, we'll be here all day if we talked about each one, but I could just scratch the surface. The enterprise, we just have, continuously running the enterprise, SMS enterprise, social enterprise, with a variety of products and services, still serving music. The 20th album, 36 years, still educating through different platforms that educate and that inspirate. So, some nonprofit initiatives along with some products and services that were produced through the production company, the Sprinkle Me Boutique, that you guys are welcome to go visit. Keeping the brand and the name alive and making sure I keep ownership so no one takes it.
That part.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, just, making sure that I'm helping to build people along the way and just making sure that there's voices that are heard today that deserve to be heard. And some of the under, I guess you would say, some of the underserved populations of starting off with women, and expanding out from there.
Okay. So with that being said, you're doing a lot of motivational speaking. You're doing a lot of stuff for the youth. What are some of the topics that you're speaking about?
Yeah, specifically for more so, I do have products for youth, but I'm here to really inspire the older generations. I think the youth have gotten a lot of attention and support, and it's time for older people that have raised these youth and went through the fire with them to also get support, and so that we don't get pushed out of the way and broken out of the way. And so that's kind of the focus. Definitely we serve the youth. That's that's a part of the game, but right now it's time to inspire the older generation who put the pavement down from so many perspectives and that are, underserved. And that brings about the different initiatives that, that support moms of children with autism. We support and shout out to the mothers of children with autism today. I'm all for the movement of specifically the nonverbal population of children who are in the autistic spectrum. Shout out to the amazing moms, and also, making sure that I'm touching bases with those who are re-entering, who are, positioning themselves to become better, with young grandmothers who are innovative and here today to serve, but often overlooked.
You're a grandmother.
I am a grandmother of 6.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Young grandma, what they call you?
I got the latest one, girl. She cracked me up. She called me not Mampa.
Mampa.
Mampa. I'm like, where did this one come from? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Nampa. So it's crazy because all of them got a different name for me.
Well, that's funny, Mampa. Okay.
Thank you, John. Thank you, all you guys on the live for being beautiful. I think I didn't over maked up myself, y'all. I put a whole bunch of stuff on my face trying to put
you look good. You look good. They watching you. it's thousands on here. They watching you from all over the world. So you look beautiful. You looking beautiful. It's 3 o'clock in the morning in France. It's 5 o'clock in the morning in Africa. So they up watching you, and there's like in the middle of the night and somewhere else. So it is.
Anyway. Yeah, my grandmother's today at 38. I became a grandmother when I was 38, and I actually have a young grandmother's club.
Okay.
It's called the Young Grandmothers Club. We have a San Francisco Bay Area chapter, but we serve franchise in various areas. So if anybody, as long as they became a grandmother under 42, then they fit in. It doesn't matter how old they are, because we all kind of share a very similar culture. So so just to let everybody know, you can always go to the sugarrush.com or Google Suga-T and fill out an inquiry to find out how you can get into our club.
The Young Grandmothers Club.
Yeah, I have 6 beautiful grandchildren. I love them so much. And the oldest one is 12.
Okay.
And yeah, and the youngest one is 1.5. That's the one. Yeah, that one called me. She's trying to say grandma. And then the one that's 2 is calling me Napa. And then the oldest one calls me Granny.
Granny.
She don't want grandma, Nana, Gigi, none of that stuff.
Grandma. Granny. We're going to take it back to the old school.
Right. And then some of them call me Grandma Nina.
Okay. Tay said, Sugar, you ain't right. Go ahead and say that. Sugar, you ain't right. I love it. So let's get into the discussion around these older, more seasoned rappers, these female rappers that are getting pushed out, because you do see like some of these older our male counterparts, they still in the game. They've been in the game. They're not pushing them out. Why is it that they're pushing the women out?
Exactly. So it's kind of interesting. I'm writing an actual. I'm almost done with the book, and the documentary now is being positioned to be put out. It's called The Rapidemic, and so the element of it is just talking about really a little more in depth of the situation. But a lot of it, I think they're just sticking. They got stuck in the old school. You know, back in the old school, it was like, okay, you get older, then you kind of get too old, and I think they kind of fell back, and at the same time with a combination of male chauvinism and just selfishness and and I don't want to say ignorant in a negative way, but just real ignorance, because normally a king really understands how important it is to keep a queen in front of the game, especially a balanced queen, one who is mothering and who is, keeping things moving and balanced, not just leaving one set of women in front that only has a couple of things that they talk about that basically doesn't build up the community or builds up families or any type of generation wealth or support, or that basically, supports a level of trauma and detriment. You know what I mean? So it's obvious that there's some ignorance, because I just couldn't see them, becoming older and saying, wow, my granddaughter, this is all I want my granddaughter to hear. So when I think about, most of them, because I was really trying to wonder, like, what in the world was they thinking about? Like, continuously saying that we're supposed to be like the young generation of females, because I've had a lot of those conversations through the years. Well, you got to be like Cardi B. I'm like, honey, Cardi B is doing what I did 30 years ago.
Right.
I do not have to talk about foolishness, or excuse me, let me reword that. Let me be positive. I do not have to talk about what was fun at that time to me, because that's all I knew, and keep that same conversation going. There's so much more to life and to me than just sex, money, alcohol, drugs, violence, stripping, bragging, and bullying. You know what I'm saying? That to me is second nature, so I'd like to challenge some other things. And that's not the only message that I feel that we're supposed to have out here for our generations to learn from and to model after, you know what I mean? Especially as a Black woman who has worked hard, to have some integrity and some pride, to be respected from other races, as well as, to represent for my own races and my own family. Mm-hmm. So a lot of these guys, those were the conversations. Oh, you let Nicki Minaj take your place. No, boo-boo, Nicki Minaj could run around and have a ball. Have fun, boo-boo. Go ahead. I ran for a long 16 years and made a whole bunch of platinums and golds. And I'm not trying to break my neck running around like that. Let her have fun. She'll get tired too. You know what I mean? Like, she gonna get tired too.
Right.
So at the end of the day, they don't allow you to breathe and rest. And I think they got stuck in the paradigm of their thinking. And there needs to just be some leadership. And, I can't get upset at them, because the thing is that, they tell you, you know what I mean? They actually tell you, he said, keeping foolishness, right? Well, believe it or not, Black vulture, and the first thing they'll say is, I'm bitter. I've heard some people say I'm bitter, and I'm like, no, I'm successful, but I'm just
Hey,
not y'all bury my legacy. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
I'm just gonna let y'all just get away with this, where at the end of the day, you're making it harder for us to exist when you should respect our elderly element, especially if we still rock. You know what I mean? It'll be different if we got some old school Boosie, conversations or Boosie style of how we present ourselves, but you got some young, spunky, just getting started type of chicks out here that's in their 50s. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It ain't a shame of their age.
yeah,
Age is a blessing. So
yeah.
they, pretty much makes it seem like, age is a curse in hip hop.
Who is they though? Who's they? Is that the powers that be? Is that your male counterparts? Who is they?
It's a combination. So of course you got your people with their own agenda. The naysays, the elite, they've been doing that. That's what they, they will. That's the thing that they'll always be on, that we have no control over, right? But there's also some in between the elite that can move for us. It can make some things happen. But instead, I believe that they got fearful, and they stayed in the paradigm. You know what I'm saying? And kept it where, because they felt like they were fearful of falling, and felt like they needed to stay in a youthful element, in their youth. And there's nothing wrong with the youthful element, because I'm still in a youthful element, but I don't have to talk the same conversation that I feel is just one dimensional to stay youthful and to stay hood. You know what I mean? Hood to me is a second nature. So I think they got stuck in their only way of hood is to glorify, the sex, money, alcohol, drugs, violence, stripping, bullying, and bragging. And then, of course, pushing women that did that. You know what I'm saying? And encouraging women and encouraging young men as well. So to be in a position where it's like, okay, well, if you raw, then, that means that we can reach the youngsters. You know what I mean? And to me, I'm just the mindset of the youngsters got to follow me. I'm a G.
Hello, you the leader. Let them follow you.
Like, what are we doing? We can't follow the youngsters. We can't bless their hearts, but
right.
They don't know no better. They've been and brought us somewhere, and we be in Timbuktu, girl, left there with no jacket, no life jacket.
But that's the thing is what they don't realize is the powers that be, the people who are keeping you buried, they're leaving money on the table, because it is enough money out there for everybody to get it. It's enough out there because you got people like me, you got people like you got people like us that are looking for something different. We don't want to listen to Cardi B. We ain't trying to listen to Nicki Minaj. We want to hear something. We want to hear some rap. We want to hear some flows, but we want to hear the stuff that's on our level. I was listening to your to a few of your videos, which I wish we could play, but YouTube don't want us to be great. They want us to be great.
I sent some music, some hot stuff. It's a new one. You get that, Candace, because you earned that one.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Nobody got that one, so you get.
I appreciate that.
And you about to be on it too.
Oh,
hello. Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh boy.
Yeah. But but there's for me, listening to your stuff. I love it. And there are so many more. There are so many people like me who would love to hear that music, but they shelving it. They're not promoting you and putting you out there and supporting you. And they're leaving money on the table. And
I have my own record label, and I just pretty much you can basically go broke in hip hop. You can spend all your money and you still won't get your money back.
Yeah.
And so I just got comfortable with building an enterprise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I built a social enterprise through the years with multiple divisions, because I knew that they were stuck in a paradigm, and I also knew I needed some space to raise my kids. Because as you know, you only get one time to raise kids.
Right.
So you know what I mean? You can have your kids out, you don't get them times back. So later on in life, they could hate your guts, what I'm saying? And not even, respect you because you weren't around. And I don't care how much money you get. You see all these kids that did what they did, really, their kids, and how they cutting up. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, EDAC, that's what it is. Thank you, y'all, for supporting me. I really appreciate that. Y'all got to get the new Rapidemic.
Y'all got to get the new Rapidemic.
Follow my subscription at Suga-T Official. That's where my YouTube is, Suga-T Official. Thank you so much, Kevin. Yes, so what they did was, and they literally So I I push music off my label because I was blessed to be coached as an executive. That's what I did get out of this. But it was just time to pivot. And it's like you get tired of when you're a person of advancement. You know what I mean? And I believe that's what we're here. We're supposed to be here to advance and increase our understanding. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be here to, to build up a higher standard and a value as you get older. It's not for you to just stay stagnated. Now you can stay stagnated by keeping hip. That's easy. To me, when you hip and you got game, that's a second nature. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to work hard at that. But we got to figure out well-rounded elements in other places. So, wanting to get a degree, I was not going to just stay stuck with just an understanding of I got to depend on people to buy.
You got a degree?
I have a couple of degrees. I have a PhD. I have 2 master's degree. I have a bachelor's, and I got a couple of AA.
Dr. Suga-T, what?
Yes, ma'am.
I got a PhD too.
See what I'm talking about?
A public high school diploma, baby. A public high school diploma.
Hey, you know what I mean? Some of us got PhDs without even the paperwork,
Yeah, but that is so great. You are a doctor.
For sure. So because I didn't just want to stay stuck in one place in my life, and that's just rap. Go write a rap. I'm not just trying to write a rap. That's easy. I can write a hit. I can then run it up. Hey, running up booty bop. Hey, that's so easy to do. It's like,
yeah.
It's like I don't want to just do that. I want to do other things in life as well. So I wanted a well-rounded experience in mind. I wanted to be in multiple conversations, not just one or two. You know what I mean?
But that makes so much sense now that it comes together for me. How educated you are, Suga-T, and with everything that you got going on, because you're so brilliant and you're able to do so many things. When I seen everything, when I did my research, you guys, and I seen all the things this lady was doing, I was just, my mind was blown. And I'm like, how is she doing all this stuff? And obviously she has an empire and she has people that are running it and working with her to do it, because you can't do all this stuff. I mean, it has to be impossible. And, as a leader, that's what you do. You have other people that are working it, but you have your hands in everything. And that's the thing, because I talk about building wealth. I own a real estate brokerage. I'm an investor, and I talk about how to close the wealth gap. And the way you close the wealth gap is you have to have multiple revenue streams. You have to have your hand in many things. You can't be out. I was talking to Melanie Fiona earlier today, and we were talking about how when the pandemic hit, there were so many artists that they only did touring. They only had one source of income, and then they were stuck holding the bag, and then they had nothing. And I talked to other celebrities, and that's what ended up happening. So they're scrambling, trying to, find all this other stuff, trying to get licensing deals here and trying to do some acting here, because they only had one thing. So it is a brilliant thing. And I love to be seeing you doing so many things, but the most importantly is the give back that you're doing. So that's how God blesses you. The give back.
It's a blessing. I mean, I don't know how people can just be here and know that there's other people, especially when you went through something yourself, to not know that there's other people that need some assistance, and how you can bless them. You're supposed to look out for them, and knowledge is power. So if nothing else, just giving them some inspiration and some knowledge and some hope. You know what I mean? Wow. So, at the end of the day, when you walk through many paths, that's our responsibility. That's what I feel. Some people don't. They think it's just about them. Me, I'm not comfortable. I'd rather try to get the ticket to heaven, and I want to at least try.
Yeah. Yes, Lord.
So, at the end of the day, you gotta bless people and give back. And that's one of the areas that I think when I say the immaturity of the mindset of our peers, our male peers in this game, I think the mindset is so different, and I think that there has to be a female somewhere in this thing to balance it out. So, right now, what I love is, that's right, Jonathan. Oh, thank you, y'all. It's all good.
I'm the beat. Yeah.
Thanks for all the love. I appreciate it. As I was saying, building an enterprise for me, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 8 years old. I got a book called Boss Up, Baby, Be About Your Business. I have a book called Your Perfume. It's a woman empowerment book. You guys can go to sprinkleme.biz and get the album, the book, and anything else. It's just sprinkleme.biz, and that'll get you all over the place with all my product lines and services. And then the Sprinkle Me Learning Academy, I own an online school that I started in 2015. So, I've been a social entrepreneur since 1998, and I've always, wanted to make money by helping people. So it worked out great, hand in hand. And when everybody, like you said, girl, during the pandemic, I was cracking up because everybody was like, oh, you all over the place. And oh, you this. They always was putting me down. Oh, you got school. Like it didn't mean anything. Like my education didn't mean nothing or anything. I just thought it was just beautiful to just see these people. If you go to the homepage, I just thought it was beautiful because, these people was running around trying to figure it out. And I'm like, they're like, you okay? I'm like, honey, please, of course. I'm making money while I'm asleep, boo boo.
Hello, that part.
What are you talking about? I got to drive. And I'm helping people, through the working project. I'm like, let me get somebody a job. Let me get somebody some food. Let me get somebody some shelter. Let me get this thing popping because this is what I built off of. You know what I'm saying? And so it really was a blessing, and filmed about 10 videos. So producing the videos and putting out music, we had spoke about the music earlier. Hey, I just, at one point from time to time, there's creative ways to get it exposed. You know what I mean? And so I just make sure I keep some catalog out there. You feel me? That's like keeping real estate out there.
Absolutely.
So, you
passive
feel me?
Income, baby. Passive income.
Straight up. And then those that's looking for me, that's authentically, looking out and they want the real, come through. You know what I'm saying? They come and they follow me, and I have a very authentic and organic, setup, which really works well. I'm not just built on hype. So the good thing is that you can get there on your own, and there's different platforms that can help you do that. And so I've been able to master that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So dope. And it's so funny that you talk about how when the pandemic hit, people reaching out to you like, well, what you doing? And you like, baby, I mean, what? Because I'm telling you that the wealth principle number one is you have to have multiple revenue streams. You have to have multiple things going on. Get that passive income. Start, purchasing property.
Yes.
Start investing in stock. My 16-year-old son, he made $40,000 in the last 5 months investing in stock, and he teaches other people to do that. So he's making money in the stock game, and then he has passive income by helping and showing other people how to do it. The thing about it is, because we have the internet, we have access to everything. We can do anything that we want to do. We don't have to be bound by, brick and mortar or depending on anybody else. We can do whatever. And it sounds like you are an executor. That from what I see and all that, you're an executor.
Yeah, I've been teaching people how to start businesses. I'm a business coach, a transformation and life skills expert, and a vision and wellness partner. So I help women, start businesses. I'm more specifically to women who are leaders, and so I help them write books. I help them, build their brand and create a business out of what they want to do and what they love and enjoy. And I've been able to do this through the Sprinkle Me Learning Academy services. And I also serve businesses, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a very, I like the balance. I'd be the nut home if I only rapped. But the purpose of me stepping out is there has to be some justice around and some energy around these people to be responsible. Those I'm not talking about. You got some that's just, they do what they do. They're going to be on that agenda. Yeah. But there's some that can share and open up, and open up and support us. And I want to make sure everybody understand that the older generation of males have not supported us. That's the reason why you don't see us. And, as much, and unfortunately it needed to be turned up, because as they turned up pushing the youngins, you know what I mean? They stopped pushing and supporting us. They told us we were too old and we needed to go somewhere and sit down and go in the kitchen and cook and find something else to do. It wasn't going to work. Yet they could have specifically, as they keep themselves going, they could still support us. You get what I'm saying? So that old school mindset of, you old at 30, as you know, the 50s is the new 20s. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I could put the best of a 20-year-old on her back. You feel me? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and in the hip hop ring, and like singing. You feel me? So to be compared and slapped down and forced into retirement with no support from these brothers is pretty disappointing.
So let me ask you this then, because I know you're doing all your advocacy around transformation and helping people and giving back and helping older people. What are you doing specifically for this? I know you're talking about it, but do you have any organizations that are set up so that you have a seat at the table and maybe some of your peers have a seat at the table where you are educating people and aligning people together to push that agenda forward?
Absolutely. The first part of this is awareness. because people they just don't understand. And when they hear it, they're like, oh, that is true. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, that's why you don't see none of us.
Mhm.
Things needed to shift. They're not shifting. So I'm having this conversation of the shift. There has to be a paradigm shift where at this point it can be reworked. So it's not over. So the awareness is the first thing. So,
Okay.
so people can hear about it and they can call me and be ready to curse me out. And I'm going to tell them exactly how I feel. This is what you need to do. This is
Yeah.
not no game. You guys are playing with our legacy. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? You guys are allowing us to be buried and it's not cool. And y'all supposed to be kings. Y'all supposed to keep it real 100, you know, look out for us, for all of us. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? All the older generation trailblazers, there's about 6 of us that are very active. So, the first things first there is bringing awareness. The second part is, I do have some projects in the works. One of them is connected to this song that you're going to hear when you play it, Champion. I think Kevin got that.
That's approved? That's YouTube approved?
That is not out. So you got a fresh track, just a treat for the public and for your show to
All
introduce
right,
it.
let's rev it up, Charles.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so while he's revving it up, let me see.
Yeah, and in between time, I do have some initiatives with some younger groups. All good. Some, some other female artists that are coming out, and that I'm supporting, and bringing some exposure to their movement and coaching and setting them up. I do it on a daily basis, in terms of just bringing forth information to balance out those who are interested in bringing more than just a song. You know what I mean? And there are some initiatives coming forward, supporting the older generation of women from all different angles. So this whole year, you'll see things rolled out that'll support the basically underserved community of women.
That's beautiful.
And specifically, starting off now, we're talking about we between the mothers of children with autism and the women first generation trailblazers who are who is being underserved and a part of the systematic racism that needs to change and that are still around. So making sure that that's an exposed element that's necessary for people to hear and talk about and have this discussion. And like I had told you, those various projects that are coming forward, there will be some information with some solutions, and then it's just a matter of if someone is actually going to exercise that solution. And a part of that is, stepping out and maintaining a variety of media outlets that are, that will continue to put the fire under put some fire up underneath they setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
You know what's funny? Oh, convert it. He said it's not MP4, but I'm telling him to convert it. You know what's funny is as I'm looking at these comments, Sugar.
MP3.
Oh, it's an MP3, so we have to put. He's gonna have to convert it. He's gonna have to put it on a video. He's gonna have to put it on iMovie and save it as an MP4, and then we can listen to it because it's audio only, right?
Yep. Yep.
That's what you have to do, Charles. You got to put it. You got to convert it to an MP4. Just put it in video format. But what I'm looking at all these comments real quick. And first of all, you guys, if you guys just logging on, we talking to the Bay legend, Miss Suga-T in the building. And we're talking about a whole lot of stuff. We're talking about systematic racism. We're talking about the older generation, the older legends in hip hop, the women who have specifically gotten kind of pushed out of the game and aren't being supported. And she's on a crusade. She's on a mission to bring that back and bring awareness to it, and bring good music back. And I think at the end of the day, that's what we all want. We all want good music. Nobody wants to hear one thing. And I think a lot of times what happens is they'll find a trend, and then everybody will do that trend, and everybody has to sound like that. And everybody got to be a mumble rapper, and everybody got to be from down south, and everybody got to sound like Snoop Dogg. Like they don't give us any variety. And we are multifaceted people. We want to hear everything. We don't want to just hear just one thing. And again, like I said, they leaving money on the table. But if you just tuning in, this is Miss Suga-T. Make sure you are sharing this because we want to make sure that everybody has awareness of her crusade and her mission to bring awareness to her causes. But what's so funny I see in the comments is people are quoting your music. They like sugar. They like hurricane, but they are spitting Suga-T lyrics up in this. Sprinkle me, Maine. It is so funny. Boom, boom, boom. You see this right here? Boom, boom, boom.
Yes, you guys got to make sure you go get the Rapidemic. Bring me up to date. I have some very new music called The Rapidemic. Is my 20th album. It's on my YouTube, Suga-T Official. So make sure you follow me and click on it, and you can hear it for free. And you can go buy it at sprinkle.me.biz. And you can stream, and you can also buy it. When you come to sprinkle.me.biz, you buy it from me. Okay, the streaming just give you a couple of cents out of it. So, so the beauty of it is, I'm excited. It's really about they keep checking for me. They keep checking. It's really about the underserved women out here. And one of them is just about sounding the alarm and that we're still here. It's about our legacy being buried and making it harder for us to exist. And it's about watching these young female artists who have come up and they are literally taking over the algorithms with our names. One of these
is that what they doing? So they using Suga-T to
they're calling themselves Sugar. One of them is calling herself Sugar. Megan Thee Stallion, she's calling herself Sugar is her alter ego. And then it just tripped me out because when she somebody had said something about, oh well, you got to make a song called Savage. I'm like, honey, we've been using the word savage. I got 30 years. I got to have it. I got a savage. I got to have it hair done, nail done. I didn't use savage so many times over the years. On all different types from 1986 on out to 2020. So it's just tripping me out how you sit here and you're alive. And you watch people bury your brand, and you watch people take kudos from you that you've done and get overpaid and get overlooked. And then that there's peers that's right in your same movement that could be looking out and sharing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give a shout out to LL Cool J. LL Cool J tagged me and he put up there Suga-T. He gave me a little shout out. This E40 sister. Which one is Suga-T? E40, Mac 10, or somebody else? He put it up on Instagram. So that got me popping a little information out there. Every now and then you get a tag. My brother put a little tag, up there, put my name in something that he played at one of the hits that I'm a part of. Every now and then you get I don't even really see Snoop giving any type of shout out to Rage. You know what I'm saying? It's just none of these guys, and I don't just want to shout out in a tag. Y'all come holler at us. Come see what we off into. See what you could support within our movement. Don't punish us for being grown women. Don't punish us for being queens that take care of business and that love our children and have taken our time to do things in integrity. You know what I mean? Especially if we still got it. Don't just allow us to be buried. Y'all supposed to be some real ones. Y'all stand up for us. You feel me? And that's kind of what I'm talking about.
But also, I mean, your brother he's still out there. He's been doing it for 36 years. Also, probably same amount of time as you. Is he supporting you? Because you said he'll tag you every now and then.
Every last one of these brothers, 40, Snoop, Cube, Master P, and Snoop, Cube, Master P, Too Short. None of these guys support any of us. Okay, in terms of our music and the aspects of what we push, because we don't sell drugs, alcohol, violence, stripping,
coochie.
They're not interested in that kind of stuff. That's what I have been told several times. If we're not standing up like that and pushing that, then they're not interested. They're pushing kids, and now they're sick of the kids. It's obvious because you don't see them pushing them no more. They're pushing themselves now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they're making a super group back to the old school. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then one of them had nerve to tell me, oh, well, the old school is coming back. Honey, the old school never left. Y'all left the old school. You know what I mean?
Right.
To be real with you, because it's really, this music business is what we make it. If you push, whatever you pushing, a hit is something you push and you force somebody. You understand what I'm saying? A hit, I'm sitting on 1,000 hits. Under her, you might be sitting on 1,000 hits. You feel me? A hit is a song that is exposed and forced on people that they just used and conditioned and programmed to hear, and period. You understand what I'm saying? So the point is some of these people have control that can do little things to support and bring some visibility to our brands and let people know we're still alive, not just a tag, not just a shout out. You know what I mean? Stand up for us. You know what I mean? Get behind some of our projects, some of the women empowerment pieces that we doing, and let us, put some funding behind it, throw us some resources, you know what I mean? Tell us who the baddest digital marketing company is out there so they can come through, you know what I mean? And we ain't got to play with these people playing with our money, and things of that nature, because it costs to be the boss, you feel me? So I'd rather put my investment in something I know I could flip, 10 times than put it into something that I know ain't guaranteed to come back for nothing, because people too finicky and they all on hype right now.
That's it.
But you ain't hype branded and all up in their face every second, and I could pay for numbers all day long, and you ain't paid for no whole bunch of numbers, and you looking about 500,000 deep, then you feel me? Then they ain't even trying to see you. You know what I mean? They rather believe a lie than the truth.
Ooh.
Lie than the truth. My song called Truth, that song I told you, you feel me?
Yeah.
How it go? I got so many. Let me try to figure out.
You got about 150 songs.
See, what you're looking at really ain't true. But you rather hear a lie than the truth. They ain't really care about you, but you rather hear a lie than the truth. You ain't trying to hear the truth because you're used to a lie than the truth. The rich get rich, the poor get a lot, and they still want more. It's a malfunction. They all trying to function. Generation, no dysfunction. They ain't gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, and you tell them the truth. They want to hear lies, So that's the depth to it. And then when you talking like you got some sense, if you nicka wooty dooty that, and if you ain't talking like that, they ain't thinking you got no game. You know what I'm saying? And they got to go all out their way to do all that. They already know who they is. So it's important to know who you is. And I push women and empower those, even brothers. You feel me? That stand on your space. You know what I mean? Stand for something. These people don't stand for nothing no more. Stand for something. You know what I mean? Now they just go on for anything. If you go for everything, then you don't stand for nothing. Then anything goes. And this is what's going on. And it's like people need to stand up and say, "Hey, we sick of hearing the same stuff. Stop listening to it."
I don't know if because I feel like we don't got the power. How do we as the people, as the listeners, how do we make the change? Because we can only hear what's pushed down our throats. So what do we do?
Well, I think, there's a few things. I think trolling people's sites, because I often, girl, I be seeing people, look, I said trolling. I be seeing people with like numbers saying who's the hottest rapper, this one, that one, this one, or that one. And I don't even see my name on there. And I see artists on there that got 2 albums, you know what I mean? That ain't got no golds, no platinums like me. That actually is on this list. And I'm like, you know what? One love to y'all too. I'm like, you know what? Go on them kind of lists and say who you like. Where's Suga-T at? I be having people tagging me. They be cutting up. They be like, I just look all of a sudden, see me tagging something, and I'll see someone like, oh, okay. And I'll be like, that's what it is. What's up, y'all? I'm still alive, So unfortunately, I have to do a little trolling sometime too, because I think people are just not conscious, and they're just, they don't think in common sense.
Right.
And so, and they have to really think in common sense and don't just let their kids get bamboozled. Not just for me, but all y'all listening. Y'all play old school music for y'all kids. Don't let them get stuck with this new music, because especially if it's just, they can be aware, but they need a balance,
Right.
OJs and the, Johnny Taylor and, Houdini, you know what I mean? The Grandmaster Flash and, the generals in the game, Run DMC, so they can hear a variety of music. And trust me, that's conditioning. They will like it if you keep playing it. I have a stepdaughter. She's 15. She like country music. She like old crazy Elvis Presley. I'm
really?
like him for it. Because it's just she run across hearing this stuff, and you'll be surprised what the kids will actually like on their own. Without necessarily only giving them one set of music to listen to and letting them get settled with that. Allow them to explore, push them to explore. You feel me?
Right.
Some of my albums are singing songs.
Right.
I'm a singer. I got a blues song. Don't hurt me, baby, 'cause I can't take no more. 'Cause if you hurt me one more time, I'm walking out that door. Love on me, baby. Need all the love I can get. Love on me, baby. Need all the love I can get. You know what I'm saying? Cause if you hurt me one more time, I'm walking out that door.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I did that bass on there. You had to play that
Girl,
drum. Yes.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Let them play other stuff.
Wow. I didn't even, girl, you are so talented. I was listening. I mean, to your point about you got hits that ain't nobody heard. I was listening to what was that? That one with that, it had that too short kind of beat.
Work it, handle it, show them how is push it over time, put your money where your mouth is.
That shit is a hit. You hear me?
Girl, thank you.
That should be on the radio. That should be in heavy rotation. That should be streaming over and over and over again. Work it.
They got these radio stations, the corporations got it paid off. They got millions of dollars up in these radio stations where they got these youngins. That's the next level. That's the upper echelon elite group. You know what I mean? They pushing these people in front of us and they not leaving no room for us. You know what I mean? I can't keep up with that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Place the call. I'm not supposed to put no millions of dollars in that stuff. So, as long as they can keep that big dollar on top of us like that, and even if I had the big dollar, I'm not supposed to put no $1 million in no radio. You feel me? I'd rather put that in an apartment building and flip it. You feel me? Go get a fourplex. They playing, and put some people on Section 8 in it. You feel me?
That part.
That need a chance because they ain't giving a chance to them people. So, I'm just saying it's like it's some deep stuff. So, you're right. That's a good question. What do we do about it? So we can circulate and play around. I got a couple little gadgets and gadgets, set up in place, and we'll see how that works out. We'll see how it works out. It seems like it's going to work because there's a lot of people that's speaking up and they want to know, and there's nothing wrong with the new artists. Let me be clear. I like them too. I see little Cardi B with that, I like how she talk with her teeth out, and I think that's so cute. It's like a little baby because I have a little granddaughter her name is 7, and she's 4, and she's Thai tongue. So I love to see her Thai tongue. That is just so cute. My grandmama talked Thai tongue. She was the cutest thing. So I don't have anything against the younger artists, but it's just not fair that they just cover us up and don't allow us to exist alongside of that. And it's not fair to give them all the kudos as if they discovered the game when they didn't. You know what I mean? Let them shine. Ain't nobody mad at them shining, but don't block our shine and let them shine. That ain't cool. Because you our legacy, you playing with our kids' money, our kids' money. You playing with our existence. You making it harder for us to get booked. You know what I mean? Making it harder for us to have to work. That's why I got all these enterprise divisions. Girl, I had to create all these pieces so I didn't fall and fold.
Right. I mean? You're smart.
And they just happen to work. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, now they're all working. Okay, I'm tired now. But they making us have to work 10 times harder. And it's not fair. You know what I mean? And we get paid 10 times less. So we have to, we do have to, I'm sounding the alarm about it, And
do you own your own publishing?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So again, money while you sleep.
Definitely. I'm blessed. I have my residuals from all of the work that I've done. My brother paid me very well. The group, the Stick With It. The clique is still a group. We're just waiting for us to be important again to my brother or get some time to put us out. The clique, another older group that should be out. And so I'm going to give it a certain amount of time. And if it just so happens to be too much, because he's extremely busy as well, I'll do something about it, and we'll make it where we're still around and we're able to continue with that part of the legacy to exist. Because again, people are being underserved, and that is a part of what made my brother was the clique. You know what I'm saying? Right. We were the ones that created the brand. So I know people want to hear from us as a family, so
we do.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I say sometimes just things become more important. And a lot of times with the brothers, these men, it's about money and muscle. Yeah. You know what I mean? They forget about the stuff in between. A lot of times we don't have people around them to make them remember because everybody don't want to get cut off. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, what about the rest of the group? Are they doing anything music wise, or what are they doing?
You talking about our group? Yeah, we all got our individual acts, still making movies. We all got our businesses and still pushing the envelope, doing what we do. Still We got a few group songs. You know, the latest one, I think the Click. We got a Click song on my brother's latest movie. It's called "What Are the Chances?" So you guys can find that. What are the chances? So we got a Click song on there. You guys can really enjoy that. Again, it's the movie "What Are the Chances?" So it's on all the streaming sites. That was one of the latest movies.
Okay. What are the chances? Okay, pull that up, Charles, too.
Mhm.
Eugene Harris said, what about an old school ladies tour?
There's some things being in position. I can't talk about it right now. There's a project that is being worked on, that Curtis Blow is supporting. So, so I can't talk about the whole thing, but we got a little movement going on where we got some of these brothers are supporting, but the ones that really supposed to, they're the other ones, the ones that are on a whole different machine layout that is supposed to stand up. I want them to grow up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine said, Queen Up, Constance Carter, building Black wealth via webinar. Fly Nubian Queen with all FBA family B1. Okay.
Good job with you too, Candace, that you setting up shop. I mean, this is a big deal, to be able to, to business is everything. Your life, I got a book called Life is a Business. Your
Yeah.
life is a boss, and it is. We're so busy kicking it and having fun. You know what I mean? And it's great to have fun, but we gotta make some business happen too in our lives. We can't just have so much fun and don't move around the other content. It's
Absolutely.
critical. Yeah. So
I believe it's all about being well-rounded too, because I'm a business owner. I invest in real estate. I invest in cannabis. I have commercial real estate, and I do this, but I love to have a good time. I love to laugh, and if something, if once I ain't having fun in it, I don't want to do it. But I've worked hard enough to where I can just have fun with it, and so it can't be anything that I do. It can't be something that's going to stress me the hell out. I'm 45 years old now, so at this stage in the game, I'm like you. I'm trying to live off of a lot of passive income. I still work. I still enjoy myself, but I don't want to do nothing that's going to be hard. If it's not fun, I don't want to do it. And I believe that everybody can create that kind of life. I believe that it is for everybody. I believe that anybody can do whatever they want to do. They just have to put their minds to it. They just gotta execute on it.
And they have to have the knowledge. So, that's the reason why I work as a coach. That's one of my specialties is I help people turn their passion turn their pain into peace, passion, prosperity, and purpose.
Yeah.
And it takes somebody that's, that has that gift. Sometimes a lot of our people are not around. You could be smothered in their own little bitty community, can't nobody really relate to them. So they can't get out that box. You feel me? So sometimes you got to get out your box where you at, and you gotta pull from people who can actually bring you to that place and have that gift to push your vision forward, and to really be able to sharpen you so that you can expound and move to that next place in your journey so you can reach your destiny. And a lot of times, we, especially as an African American community, a lot of people can't, I don't like to beat us up, but a lot of times people can't really relate because some things we was not as exposed to, you know what I mean? And then we're living in a day now where even the things that you're exposed to, I've seen young generation of people that don't want nothing to do with us who's trying to share.
Right.
They gonna compete and get in the game and run past us. And at the end of the day, they're doing themselves a disjustice. They look down on you if you ain't shining and flossing and flanging and slanging. You know what I mean? And and they end up, unfortunately, they end up losing out. They need to sit down somewhere. And yes, my family is from Louisiana, Sweetport, Baton Rouge. Yep. If they got to sit down somewhere and listen, you young people, younger generation of people, you that do listen, good job. And you who are not listening, and wanting to support, there's some people around here that are open to share. And unfortunately, it's not a lot of times the older generation. Our big mama's name is gone. You got to get it from the ones that's out here. That's
We big mamas now.
the big mamas, girl, tell the truth. Real talk.
Yeah, we the big mamas.
And,
I want to make sure folks are supporting your movies and all your efforts. So if you could play the trailer to What Are the Chances? I want everybody to see the movie. Now I want everybody to hear your song too and listen to your music and download it. Let's play the trailer to What Are the Chances?
Well, we ran up on this marijuana farm. We stuck weed and we came back and sold it.
But the hoes ain't gonna believe me. I got an Instagram this shit, man.
Gina.
Get your act together. Got me dealing with this. I ain't going to jail for you.
Came as fast as I could.
The son of a bitches have robbed me right under my damn nose. I'll give $100,000 to whoever can get my pot back.
Hey, boss.
I see Andre Miller.
This is your neighbor from across the street, Miss King. You got a yard full of hillbilly looking folk over there.
What?
Well, they inside your house now.
But them hillbilly bikers don't want to see none of it. I'm Icy, king of the streets.
You ain't no king of the streets.
Yeah, for me is.
All right, anybody can get it, boy.
Not me.
I'm just calling to let you know that I got your little girlfriend. Got till 5 to get me my product. You got that?
Yeah, I got it.
We can't just let that innocent girl die.
Oh, hold on. Y'all thought I was renting a center here to confiscate these little ragged ass couches or something?
Hey, where's the rest of my weed?
Man, what if we smoke all the weed, huh?
137 Sunset Lane. That's where the money at and the weed.
I hear my nigga Big Dog, man. This nigga fresh out the pen.
Now, you know something like this gonna cost you about $30,000, right?
30.
That motherfucker right there.
Where's my pot, Mr. Miller? Get a little bit of it.
I should have just kept rolling joints. This shit, yeah. Ooh. Like playing the piccolo shit.
So D Shop directed that.
If I would have known you was gonna play the trailer, I would have gave y'all my part to play.
Okay, let's rev it up. Let's go ahead and do that too. So you was in the movie too, Sugar?
I wouldn't be telling it if I wasn't.
Well, I know you was. I thought you was just did the. I just thought you just did the song.
No, girl, I wouldn't let my family do no movie, and I'm an actor and not get in it.
Girl,
It's nothing up.
it is star-studded. Okay, so where's it playing?
The movie is played on streaming channels.
Okay, so
Here, I'm supposed to put on the link. I'm about to put it on here now.
Okay.
What you say, Peaches? It's on All Black Network. She said it's on All Black Network. What is it called? What's it?
All Black.
Okay, it says All Black Network is where it said. That's what one of my sisters just said. On Sling, Sling, and All Black Network. You guys can see it there. There's my trailer right there, Kevin. My little I put it's right there.
Charles, put on her trailer.
Yes. So I'm trying to see women are covered up by the men. So I'm just really on this. Let us shine too. You know what I mean? Because if we're doing it, we'll never get. We won't. I don't care about looking. I want to get my money. You understand what I'm saying?
That part.
It's hard to get things done when you always covered up and you work just as hard, if not harder, than everybody else. And it's only because people are just so conditioned. You know, we're just so conditioned to the men being in front. So I don't have a problem with men. I love my brothers. Don't get me wrong. And when like I said, they don't mean any harm to us. They're just not thinking, they're just not thinking mature.
They're just doing them.
Yeah, so but they have to wake up. And if we don't say anything, then people are not going to know we're around.
Right.
So we have to say something. So and it's not just my brother. It is that generation of men, period.
Sure.
Like I said, there's many of us you don't see. You don't see Yo-Yo hardly. You see her every blue moon. She tends to stretch out a little bit more because she's in the LA area. You don't see Yo-Yo. You don't see Rage hardly. You know what I mean? Latifah, I don't really think she's that interested in always hip hopping because she's always in the movie world. But there's some places that we are not finished doing. You know what I mean? That we're being forced to get over somewhere else and we don't need to. And it ain't time. That's like telling your grandma, we don't want your greens and hot water cornbread no more. You want the canned greens with the lard, you know what I mean, in the box cornbread. So go sell somewhere because you 60 and you needed to stop and fix your leg. You know what I mean? You need to stop and get because you got a headache for a minute and you just sat down for a minute. Now you done. They ain't supposed to do that just because we stop and do something to get health. They gotta be different. We gotta get some loyalty in this hip hop game, and we gotta do wellness. You know what I mean? And we gotta think of legacy and generation support. You know, from so many different other legacies. I'm just a little disappointed in the thinking because it's very selfish and it's all about money and muscle. And there is some areas that we can control and bring a little more balance in the game too.
But you're gonna change it. You're gonna change it.
That's it with this conversation, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna change.
We're gonna change it.
All right.
All right. Let's play her trailer with Suga-T, starring.
That's Brian, y'all.
I got a daddy with the first name Sugar. Sprinkling me with gang, no one down for my booger. It's not a matter if you can catch a man and then you keep a man. And keep on paying for the lane. Daddy don't mind coming out. Pocket, please, it's my friend, he knows how to rock it. He got it down for what's brilliant.
That's really my car. I like old school cars.
That's your car?
Yeah.
Okay, old school car.
Mm-hmm.
What year is that? What year is that?
59.
59. I was gonna say 57. That's a 59. That's dope.
59.
What's the interior look like?
It's beautiful. It's white. It's beautiful, and it's all original.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Brian Hooks and E40 back together again, and Suga-T too. Yes. Did y'all learn a lot today? Was there something that we didn't cover? Because we covered so much. I want to make sure that we got all your initiatives out because you are doing so much and you're doing so many great things in the world. And I just love to highlight sisters and Black people in general because we need this in our community, Sugar. We need more people like you that are on the front lines, that are doing things to bring our community together. And there's all different members of a body. Right. So you doing your part in that member of the body, because we need each member of that body in order for us to survive. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you got to go together. And so we need all of those members of the body to make sure that we can push our agenda forward to bring the health back to our community that was stolen from us, that was taken from us, that was taken from us.
You just said the main thing, the health, right? The health. This is not healthy. This is very unhealthy thinking and unhealthy practices.
Yeah.
So that brings me in, and I just appreciate your wisdom, Candace, and just, being able to really, to bring exposure. My show, I got a show called Queen's View. I want to interview you on Queen's View. Yeah. I'm gonna be doing a Boss Ladies of the Bay version. So, you put the so I got to make sure that I highlight you in that move. Oh boy, pop it. It's beautiful. And
thank you.
And so I do have a wellness platform. It's Boss Up Cardio, the Working Challenge.
Can we put that on? Can we put the
I put the link on there.
No, I saw it. I was just a little nervous. I don't know if I can play it because of YouTube.
So that's just the show, but there's actually a link that I put in the comments that he can click into YouTube to show just the promo.
Okay,
but,
it don't have no music on to do it.
It doesn't. He does, but it's okay. It's safe music.
Okay. No, you don't want us to be great.
I know they messed up my whole special one time. I only put 5 seconds in it. Y'all caught that?
Which one is it, Sugar? Which one is it?
The one at the bottom.
Okay, Charles, let's play that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this actually, we're doing our first live workout tomorrow morning at 7:15. So if people go to thesugarrush.com, I'll send the link to you, or come to my sugar. I think the easiest is thesugarrush.com.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can send the link. So we'll have the link available there.
Put the link. sugarrush.com.
And people will be able to go there and get the link. We're putting the link up tonight for people that want to participate in the workshops, workouts every Tuesday and Thursday, and every Wednesday and the Sugar Rush. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Sugar Rush.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Yes, the Sugar Rush. So go there and in 2 hours, and it'll be up, everybody. The Sugar Rush, there you go. TheSugarRush.com. That's it. Black like Moy. Bam. You got it. Yep, that's it. That's it. SugarRush.com. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's play it. Let's play the Sugar Rush.
Suga-T's work, twerk, and jerk it workout video is the bomb. You see all this? I've been doing it, and look at me. That's how I stay fit. Get on it, girl.
You can join the workout challenge to be healthy, wealthy, safe, and inspired. Just upload a video. Show me what you're working with. Tag me at Suga-T. #working challenge.
This woman doing everything. This woman is doing everything. You heard me. Lord Jesus. So thank you, Miss Lady. Thank you for coming on. Before we leave out, I want to let everybody hear your song. It's called The Challenge, right? Wait, what are we doing?
We're gonna play the champion track.
The champion. Yeah,
this is referencing the project of underserved women who in different populations that we're addressing through this champion project.
Listen, y'all, it's the world premiere. You ain't heard it nowhere. You hearing it first right here. So let's go ahead and rev it up, Charles. Let's listen to. I want to let you introduce it, Sugar.
I just want to give a shout out to all the champions that's out there in underserved communities and underserved populations. To this month, we're addressing the amazing moms, mothers of children with autism, and women, first generation women hip hop trailblazers who are dealing with the systematic racism and unfairness to our branding of our existence, of our legacy, to the bearing of the existence of our legacy. So shout out to the champions, and I'm gonna represent like a champion. And bam to Miss Candace for doing her thing and being one of the.
Let's go.
Champion. Champion. You're a champion.
Yo, you come for me, I come for you. I do me, you do you. Hey, I'm my own lane. Hey, I do my own thing. Roll up, gang tight swagger. All lady hustle, non-boy dagger. Hey, picture that in real life. Now I make believe and I do what I like. Hey, tell her that I'm coming for a real one on the helmet and I ain't giving up. Hey, I push a whole line, doing what I do when I say what I like. Yay, T a bad one, T go hard for the stallion. Yeah, I'm a champion, history in the making, them other styles young. You come for me, I come for you. Coming to get you, I'm a champion. You come for me, I come for you. Coming to get you, I'm a champion. You come for me, I come for you. Coming to I'm a champion. You come for me, I come for you. Coming to get you. I'm a champion. You come for me, I come for you. I do me, and you do you. Hey, I already won. 3 decades later, still game strong. Hey, I ain't want the bag or the shopping mall, cause I want my money back. Hey, I know what it is. You just get started. I already did it. Dummy. You go get the gun, mess up all the fun, cause you know me done. Hey, I've been my own boss. I ain't just a rapper, I go get it all. Yo, I keep my clothes on. For real. They so tight, they be in the ozone. Hey, get your man, girl, cause he all up in my DM and you won't leave me alone. You come for me, I come for you. Come in and get you. I'm a champion. You come for me, I come for you. Come in and get you. I'm a champion. You come for me, I come for you. Come in and get you. I'm a champion. You come for me, I come for you. Come in and get you. I'm a champion. Yo, oh, you know about that grown woman swag? That Forever 21 turn up. You know that 50-20 game bag. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yo, taking up. Hey, Suga-T in the place to be. Y'all know what it do. You know your girlfriend with me. I still freestyle flow. I'm on the go. Ooh, yeah. You better know it. Suga-T in the place to be. You never finish from the line and do my thing. Yo, clean up. Let's get it. Represent me. We in this movement. Champion.
Yeah, that was raw.
Hey, what's happening? Yes. World premiere right here. You heard Champion right here on the Fly Nubian Queen Network with Constance Carter and your girl Suga-T. She put it down. Listen, where can I want to know where they can find you. I want you to, where they can follow you on Instagram, where they can follow you on Facebook. Let them know where they can follow you.
Yeah, so y'all can follow me at Suga-T. It's right there on the screen at Suga-T. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Suga-T, Suga-T official at YouTube. All right.
Beautiful. Thank you, darling. You are so inspiring. You're so amazing. And I'm so glad to have met you and to share this space with you. You're doing such amazing things in the world. And I'm going to do everything that I can to promote what you're doing, to share everything on my platform and with all the people that I know, because you're doing so much that are touching so many different things and so many, like when you were talking, I was just like, oh, this person can use this. Oh, this person, I could use this. And all the transformational work that you're doing is amazing. So keep doing it. The reason why you're blessed is because you're a giver, and God blesses the givers. And you just keep on giving, and you're going to keep on receiving. You've created a legacy for your children and your children's children. And that's the reason why you're blessed. So thank you for coming on here and sharing with us. And listen, as a community, we need each other to survive. So let's continue to support one another, y'all. Let's continue to give back, and let's continue to push the agenda forward, that B1 movement. All right. Take care, and God bless you guys.
Thank you, Candace.
Thank you, Suga.
Thank you, everybody.